City, Houston, Texas. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
This is taken at the 10. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake. Sullivan. Here's one deep for Pickens. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't made corners worth this up yet, but it never admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Off play action. Sullivan. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he's unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That one complete. It's tapped down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Texans in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On first down, it's Herbert. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Here's Herbert. Touchdown, Texans! Great effort there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Looking to throw on second down. Sullivan. A short one there with Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as the tackle made up near the 35. The slot man in motion right. Throwing on first down. Sullivan. Eluding the pressure right. That's going deep for Bateman. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there, and that'll bring up second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they just held them to a field goal. So to them, That was an almost complete performance because, you know, when you really shut someone out, that's complete. But that's pretty darn good, isn't it?
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting him off of the sack. And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Ethan Evans now. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Herbert. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Herbert on 1st down now. Pass caught on the out route by Mechie. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Herbert. Touchdown! A great play there. With his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go
through an opening, and there he goes. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards.
And the Steelers first down.
On first down, Sullivan. To the left side and intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Looking deep here from Mechie. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, their first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce. This is intercepted. Running free at the 45. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Weston. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Second and 9. Off the play fake. Sullivan. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Now it's Herbert. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. From the 42 now, here's second and 2. Herbert now. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To the air again, Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st down, Steelers.
Operating from the gun, Sullivan. A short one there to Fryermuth. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Texans' 45-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now 2nd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Off-play action, Sullivan. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. In motion left, Bateman. Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
A throw left side caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A loss of 5 yards. It's second down.
To throw on second down, Sullivan. A short one there to Freiermuth. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're going to try and throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room.
He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Weston. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Sullivan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37.
14. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Up the middle they go. Weston. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sullivan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And McPherson on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly aren't letting up today, probably, because they've forced big turnovers already. It's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Off the play fake. Sullivan. He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. The They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Off play action. Sullivan. To the sideline and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
To throw again, Sullivan. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. Back to throw. Sullivan. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And his kick is indeed good, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Here's Herbert. This will be complete to Mechie. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Herbert. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Gonna throw on third down with Herbert. That's complete to Pierce. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for the coach. And maybe you have to take your press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to have to want to continue to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw on third down, Sullivan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
27 on the play. First down, Steelers.
On 1st and 10, Sullivan. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Steelers 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey.
It got his man complete, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. 60 yards. And the Texans start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And the Steeler first down.
Throwing on first down, Sullivan. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Will Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painting the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing on 3rd and long, Sullivan. And he comes back with one complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught, and he is going to have the Steelers first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. On first down, Weston, and he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second down and 3. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lasted one bit. If the Eagles want to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
From the gun on third down, Sullivan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's caught. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal, Pittsburgh.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And now the Steeler offense staying out there. And they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Texans 45, Steelers 19.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a handoff up the middle. Friedman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Friedman. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one is.